Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another episode of Country Nights. I am your host, Jessica Bloom. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here in Latonia, Kentucky at our amazing friend's place, The Roost. If you've not been here, check it out. If you're new to the show, I'm going to give you the rundown on how this works. Every episode is filled with amazing country artists debuting their videos. This week we have Danielia Cotton. She is a country girl living in New York City, but by gosh, you cannot take the country out of that girl. But for now, let's go ahead and get the show started with Kelsey Hart and Fireworks.
Are we doing this again? 'Cause girl, we're drunk, it's 2 a.m. And you know how hard it's been for us to say no. And why do we keep trying to spark the thing that broke both our hearts? When the morning comes, we're back to up in smoke. But we light up the night again. Ain't that the problem with fireworks? Fly so high but end up right back in the dirt. Then run on back to light that fuse and never learn who we to think we can play with flames and not get burned. 'Cause girl, we both know that ain't how fireworks. We say every time's the last time, till I get a whiskey, you get a red wine, buzzed enough to call. With that I want you, I need you, then we go off like fireworks. Fly so high but end up right back in the dirt. Then run on back to light that fuse and never learn who we to think we can play with flames and not get burned. 'Cause girl, we both know that ain't how fireworks. And I know we shouldn't light it, but damn, we always do. And for a moment we'll be shining. Yeah, it's too bad me and you are like fireworks. Fly so high but end up right back in the dirt. Then run on back to light that fuse and never learn who we to think we can play with flames and not get burned. 'Cause girl, we both know that ain't how fireworks. That ain't how fireworks. That ain't how fireworks. That ain't how fireworks.
Thanks for sticking around, guys. Welcome back. Our next video is going to be Cyndi Thomson, Life Ain't Always Beautiful.
Life ain't always beautiful. Some days it's just plain hard. Life can knock you down. It can break your heart. Life ain't always beautiful. You think you're on your way, but it's just a dead end road at the end of but the struggles make you stronger, and the changes make you wise. And happiness has its own way of taking its sweet time. No, life ain't always beautiful. Tears will fall sometimes. Hey, life ain't always beautiful, but it's a beautiful ride. Life ain't always beautiful. Some days I miss your smile. I get tired of walking all these lonely miles. And I wish for just 1 minute I could see your pretty face. Guess I can dream a life don't work that way. But the struggles make me stronger, and the changes make me wise. And happiness has its own way of taking its sweet time. No, life ain't always beautiful, but I know I'll be fine. Hey, life ain't always beautiful, but it's a beautiful ride. What a beautiful ride.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another incredible episode of Country Nights. I am here with our very special guest, Danielia Cotton. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're so excited to have you. I can tell you that I have been jamming out with my girls. They've been in town, and as you know, I've talked about their way at college. So I'm super excited. And actually, I heard that you are sitting in New York right now.
Yes, yeah, in downtown in Tribeca. Yeah, not far from Taylor Swift's. It's like 2 months.
No, literally 4 o'clock this morning, I just put one of the daughters on a plane to New York. So it's too funny. She's going to visit for first time.
Where? Oh, I was gonna say, is she an NYU student? Because there's the film school, and yeah.
So no, she's a SCAD student, so she's done in Savannah, but a lot of her friends, you know, it's there's so many incredible arts and stuff in New York City, so that's what they're doing is they're gonna go and take a big arts tour, and so what brought you to New York?
My other half is a born and bred New Yorker. We met in Princeton. The town that I live in is in New Jersey. It's a small town called Hopewell. It's about 15 minutes from Princeton. So when I got out of college, that happened to be where my first apartment was, not far from. And so I met him. He had a restaurant with a few friends from college in the center, and he was quite handsome. So I got the word, we got a word to each other that we were feeling each other, and then yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah, that's in New Jersey is not a far drive from New York City, so that was a pretty easy jump.
Hour and 15 minutes, but it feels like culturally, it feels like a huge jump. Yeah.
That's I trained horses and I lived in New Jersey. We were near Sayreville, and so it was like a big treat to go to New York City when we had time off. So I love that. But let's get to why we're here and you and your incredible voice. So let's talk a little bit right now about what you have coming out. I know that we are going to be talking about your incredible Charlie Pride tribute. So I would love for you to tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I just actually went to visit my grandmother, who's about 104 years old, because basically all 5 generations of our family are alive except for one death. So it's like, knocking on some wood. But it was my grandmother's album. I did like a sort of a little interview of her just to have that, because just her being alive that long, which I think is going to become more and more normal because of the way, we are as advancing with so much health care stuff and everything. But she had that album, and I thought it was his, but I had always heard that he hid it kind of underneath his bed. It wasn't, even when I grew up, it wasn't common for somebody, a Black male, to be like a country fan. Although my uncle is like in my town with his hat and everything. He's like straight. But it was a Charlie Pride album. So after he passed, I just thought, like, before Beyonce, I started the whole thing and released some of them. It just, I thought of Charlie's Pride. I thought that would be kind of cool to say Charlie's Pride. And then, I knew I had a few friends who liked country music, and I went through the songs because I'm a very big, like, if I do a cover, I feel you have to slide into the story. You have to know. And my big thing is that my concerts my audience tells me they're impactful, but that's because the stories are the songs I've written about my life. But even those stories have to be stories that I can get in and out of safely. That's a former acting kind of thing. It's like, only go into moments that you can safely maneuver in and out of without, because it's never fun for an audience if you have like a mental breakdown. So, but the songs in country, I found, especially looking at some of the Charlie Pride, songs, the genre, it's interesting. The songwriting is, a lot of it's incredible. It's not always from the perspective of nowadays, a lot of the young kids, it's about them and who left them, who they like, what they don't have, what they do have, like, it's very, like that. It's all
outside, material almost.
And there's the ego kind of being here.
Correct,
And there was a B-side, one of his B-sides, and it was from the perspective of the singer was singing to somebody else who was like not directly involved in the scenario that he was singing about. But that in and of itself, I found interesting. But so learning, picking what I chose each one for a reason. And it was great. And then learning about him, and when he came in, being somebody of color, it's pretty interesting that he came in during, not far from the civil rights movement, coming out of baseball, being as dark colored, like I'm lighter, and like all of those things, it matters. And just finding out that, like, second to Elvis, he sold the most albums ever on RCA. So I'm surprised that he hasn't been celebrated more, not by necessarily country, but I was surprised some of the artists that were of color wouldn't have. It's just, he's really paved a way. We are able to walk through doors because those before us have opened them. And we have to always be aware of the history, or the bodies that we walked on to get there. So I dare say that in any kind of judgment, but more like, I'm surprised that he's just not like, man. So it was good to learn. Yeah.
That's a pretty incredible send-off for this song. So I would love for you to introduce this song, and then we can come back and talk some more.
Yeah, this video is Kiss an Angel.
Hello, ladies. Whenever I chance to meet some old friends on the street, they wonder how does a woman get to be this way. I always got a smiling face, anytime and any place, and every time they ask me why, I just smile and say, you've got to kiss an angel good morning and let him know you think about him when he's gone. Kiss an angel good morning and love him like the devil when you get back home. Well, people may try to guess the secret of a happiness, but some of them never learn it's a simple thing. The secret that I'm speaking of is a woman and a money love, and the answer is in the song that I always sing. You've got to kiss an angel good morning and let him know you think about him when he's gone. And kiss an angel good morning and love him like the devil when you get back home. Love like the devil, yeah. You've got to kiss an angel good morning and let him know you think about him when he's gone. Kiss an angel good morning and love him like the devil when you get back home. Kiss an angel good morning and let him know you think about him when he's gone. Kiss an angel good morning and love him like the devil when you get back home.
You brought up your grandma who is 104. So did she? My great grandma lived till 103 by herself, and she swore that her the reason she lived so long was because she cooked everything in bacon grease.
I was gonna be like, is she black? No.
Bacon grease, and I will never forget that. So
Yeah, bacon's good though. Love bacon. It's like my favorite, one of my favorite, like I could just have for breakfast. Like my daughter will be like, bacon. That's all she wants. Yeah.
that makes me think about my absolute favorite song of yours. Bring Out the Country in Me. It's so relatable, and I can see why everybody says that your music is so impactful at a show, because just it relates. It's a feeling that you draw from people.
I think, when I got here, I grew up in a small town where everybody knew your name. You could not hide. It's one of the reasons I wanted to leave. There is some charm to that. In a small town, some will go and some will stay. But for me, it felt small, like I wanted more. But the part of me that is me, I got here and I'd never seen a hungry person on the street. I could not walk by. I looked at like my other half. I was like, how can you walk by? Are they breathing? Like I couldn't, like I was like, should we do something? I didn't see his stomach go up and down. Like it literally was hard. Or like he said to me, don't look at people. I looked at people. I said hi because you said hi. Or he asked me after like a year, how do you have how do you have our doctor's number in your phone? I was like, you always have your doctor's number in your phone. Like you always, and I'm a hypochondriac, so I got to have my doctor's like click, click, click. But I still say hello to everyone. I mean, like, that's me. I will always be that girl. And if my area doesn't seem like homey, if I don't know anybody in my little neighborhood, even here, it doesn't feel like home. And so there's parts of you that will always be what you are. And I am that, if nothing else. And, in the second verse, there are nights I can be here and it's like, it's crowded and I feel alone because it's New York and you can feel alone in these streets just because of the way that it is. So that part of me, there will always be that part. And the best part of me, probably, I think, came from that small town. Even though all I wanted to do was run from it, it gave me the best parts of me. So, that's, you learn when you get older, you're like, oh, Smith, that town made me, for better, for worse. Yeah.
I really, really appreciate you, and I cannot wait to see where you go. Just know that you have a huge fan here in Kentucky. We love you, and we will push you out wherever. So thank you so much. Where can they find your music? Where can we find your website?
Well, my name is pretty. Danielia Cotton is it's like only Danielia Cotton. So the minute you start putting even Danielia Cotton comes up, everything's like at Danielia Cotton Instagram, at Danielia Cotton TikTok, at DanieliaCottonWebsite.com. So luckily I got my name. I got to it fast enough to own it. So yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. And it's been a joy. And from here, we're going to send you on your way. And we are going to step into another Dylan Scott hit, Easy Does It. Thank you.
Easy does it on that bottom shelf bourbon, boy. You know it gets you hurting. Easy does it on them late night phone calls. On second thought, just don't call. Oh, telling myself what to do sure don't help. Oh, wish you told me that this was gonna be hell. 'Cause by the way you love me, you left me broken, barely hanging on. I bet your new man's mad as hell that I still drunk dial your phone. But I guess looking back now, when your ex came around, it wasn't his fault now, was it? 'Cause it's getting over you just don't come easy, does it? It's getting harder by the minute. I'm working to forget it, but damn, I ain't got too far. 'Cause now I'm doing all the same shit that guy used to hate did back when you broke his heart. Whoa, but now it's falling apart. Girls got me playing his part. 'Cause by the way you love me, you left me broken, barely hanging on. I bet your new man's mad as hell that I still drunk dial your phone. But I guess looking back now, when your ex came around, it wasn't his fault now, was it? 'Cause it's getting over you just don't come easy, does it? Oh, easy does it on and moving on. Oh, easy does it, girl, I ain't that strong. 'Cause by the way you love me and left me Bet your new man's mad as hell that I still drunk dial your phone. But I guess looking back now when your ex came around, it wasn't his fault now, was it? 'Cause it's getting over you just don't come easy, does it? Yeah, it's getting over you just don't come easy, does it?
We are getting ready to wrap up our show, but first we want to say thank you to the Roost. We absolutely love them. They're going to make a lot of money off me today because they have so much incredible stuff. Thank you for joining Country Nights. I am your host, Jessica Bloom, and we are going to leave you with Matt Cooper, Highs and Lows. Bye, guys.
I met this man about a week ago. He said, son, don't you know that we're all doomed? So I turned and asked, mister, what do you mean? He said, son, take a seat, 'cause here's the truth. I get high and I feel low. I'm real rich, but I'm real broke. Trying to find someone to hold me together. I get lost but never found. Reach the stars and hit the ground. This whole life has knocked me down, down forever. So I turned and said, mister, I feel your pain. Truth is I've heard the same. I know what it's like. He looked at me, said, boy, what do you mean? So I went and took his seat, and he took mine. I've been high and I've been low. I ain't rich, but I ain't broke. Pray I find someone to hold me together. I was lost, but I was found when my knees hit the ground, and I laid all my troubles down, down forever. Oh, went by when I saw him again. I said, sir, how's it been? And he just smiled. I've been high and I've been low. I ain't rich, but I ain't broke. Pray I find someone to hold me together. I was lost, but I was found when Jesus turned my